Make sure to like Caveman's Corner on Facebook and definitely click subscribe right now. You'll keep up to date with MMA news, you can hear our podcast, and see our funny videos. Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now! 3, 2, 1, and we're rolling. What's going on, Mr. Derrick Greene?
Not much, man. How you guys been?
Good. We've trained together. Well, we haven't really trained together, but we trained at the same gym for a long time.
Yeah, left there maybe like 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah. What made you leave, actually?
Just kind of like, with Corey Combs leaving, everybody, we didn't really have, like, set training times with the kickboxers. So I didn't really have anybody to really train with at that point in time. So I left for Southtown's MMA and ended up leaving there in May because I got this job at Terry's Boxing Club new gym on Hurdle, and I'm the head coach there, and I just bring my own people in now whenever I need to work, and it's actually working out phenomenal for me.
That's pretty good, man. You think they sneak me in there?
Whenever you want, man. Whenever you want.
See how close we are, right?
Yeah.
To the gym, right?
What's the gym hours?
We're open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
So can we come in and bang it out like after?
Do some morning boxing classes.
We don't do boxing classes. It's pretty much all just personal training and open gym time.
Oh.
And then I do have like a competition class. That's from 6 to 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And
you guys are like expanding over there. What's actually going in there? I see the work going on all the time when I drive by to go to Lloyd's. Not that I eat at Lloyd's.
So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with like the mortar on top, if something fell or something's about to fall, but we just got some construction going on there to like fix it up, and I don't know, the people decided to set up a scaffold and they're like, oh, we ain't gonna be back for like 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So
it looks like you're adding on to the building. I thought they were adding some
yeah.
more ring or a cage or something. You know?
We've been talking, hopefully, in a couple, like the goal is in a couple of years that build this thing so big that we do have to move and have 2 rings or have a ring and a cage. Like right now, I think we got the only full-size 20-foot ring in Buffalo. Like it's a nice ring we got in there.
Nice. And the reason we have you on is because you're gonna fight
BKFC November 6th.
Oh yeah, Ray's a BKFC guy. So.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about the fights that just happened?
I gotta say this. Congrats to Josh Burns with the knockout, first round knockout.
Yeah. Looked like he fought a hillbilly though.
Yeah, the guy named is Hillbilly.
Well, I saw that highlight. That dude went to sleep.
Yeah.
That made me shot.
A lot of guys went to sleep in that card though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the fight ended in the first round. Most of the fights.
Mm-hmm. Ray's he's been all about bare knuckle fighting since it started. We had David Feldman on before. I don't even thought bare knuckle boxing was cool, so Ray's been ahead of the curve on this one. I'm really glad I got him. And he's the one that actually told me you were fighting. I saw it like 2 days after. Ray's like got his nose to the grindstone PK.
Yeah,
BKFC.
I seen that. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I went to those tryouts back in, I think they were in like May.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear anything back. I was kind of surprised. I'm not to sound like arrogant, but I felt like I was definitely one of the better performers at the tryouts, but I didn't hear anything back. And then just maybe not like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Nate Shuk, the matchmaker, messaged me on Facebook. He's like, hey, you still want to fight? Doing this November 6th. And I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
We have this guy Bobo on. And he fights for bare knuckle boxing too. And dude, his coach coaches him from like England. So
yeah.
They're like on headsets and they FaceTime and like bare knuckle boxing is crazy, bro.
And
like
he won.
Wild.
He actually won his fight. And when the announcers brought that up, it's going to be the future of fighting.
Yeah.
So what, was his coach like cornering him via FaceTime?
Yeah. Like his corner got headsets on and they're like FaceTime, and so like his information's coming like 4 or 5 seconds delayed. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
That's cool though. Like shit, if your coach can't be there, like
I
yeah.
guess that sounds pretty fucking weird. I thought for sure he was gonna get his ass kicked.
Yeah, and it sounds weird and everything, but he's getting some wins though. And he don't look too bad when he fights, No, he looks pretty good.
So we're I think we're undefeated with our bare knuckle boxers, right?
Yeah.
Josh lost the fight that we had him on for, but he's been undefeated since.
Yes, he lost one fight, but he beat a good fighter.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, knocked him
So
out.
you're gonna definitely win for sure because you're here.
No, I'm not gonna do it out.
Yeah.
Like I don't see this getting the distance, especially with bare knuckles. Like the kid, he don't like to really engage. He's kind of like a stick and move. That shit don't work with bare knuckles. So I'm just gonna
Toe the line, baby.
right from the get go, right as soon as it starts, walking right forward, punching them, trying to put them away.
I like the sound of that. Ray likes the sound of that too.
Oh yeah, picture shots.
That's the thing about BKFC is people don't realize it's not just like going crazy. It's like you gotta pick your shots. Cause, in MMA or boxing, if someone shells up, you can just go crazy. In this, you gotta be careful you don't hit their forearm or even like their spot on their head. Like you don't really want to hit someone's forehead. You want to hit like the cheek or the eye at least because with the eye you can cut, but the forehead you'll break your hand.
Because like if you got guys going crazy, a lot of the times they break their knuckles.
Yeah. So like you gotta kind of pick your shots, set shit up, not just go wild. Essentially, it's a legalized street fight, but there's a lot more to it than
not
street fight.
Really, because you can't take him down and hit him with a chain and like.
Hey man, you're wrestling.
I don't know, man. That's how I'm kind of going into this shit thinking.
So, you know how they fight in there? Well, are you preparing like for the clinch work?
Yeah, I actually started doing that about 2 weeks ago. A kid that lives in Niagara Falls. He went to school in Phoenix for 4 years, trained at the MMA lab actually while he was down there. So he's pretty freaking good. Me and him's been doing that for the last 2 weeks, working with Sean Doyle also on dirty boxing, the clinch work. Josh Ricker's been a body that's been working with me too. He's pretty good. So, definitely get familiar with it. It's a lot more fun than I expected.
Josh Harthart's fighting soon too, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, that's just
one of the WNY guys at KFC.
Fighting Paul Freeman.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I could announce it or not, but I guess we just did. So it's fun, Paul Freeman. Paul Freeman's like a fucking bastard, dude. He is like a strong, grimy cracker.
Yeah,
I mean, Josh asked me for my opinion on it. I said, hell yeah, take that fight. I think that's a good fight for Josh.
Just to be honest, just to let everyone know, I broke Paul Feldman's back before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, fractured his vertebrae.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah. All right.
No, he's recovered now, so he'll fight the fight, but like,
I was surprised that Paul's fighting at 140. I thought he was a 55er.
dude, he is gigantic. I'm just saying.
I know. I was like, Josh, don't be shocked if this dude comes in heavy. Like, I don't know how Paul's gonna make it.
I don't know, dude. He said he's weighing like 50 right now, like 45, 50 right now.
Really?
Yeah, but he looks jacked as fuck, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, so I see the pictures he posts on Facebook, and Josh texted me 140. I was like, what the hell?
Dude, he is short though. Like, he's not that tall. He's just thick.
I mean, everyone's tall compared to me, so.
Yeah, well. I know we can't talk about who you're fighting yet.
Unfortunately, can't make that announcement yet,
but it is a local guy that has beaten some of the other local guys that we know and that have fought out of our gym.
Yeah, he's not super local, but a lot of the local guys know him. He's not very well liked, so definitely a fight I'm very, very excited to get after it.
Primarily kickboxer.
Yeah, he's undefeated in kickboxing, 3-0, 2 knockouts at the pro level anyway. I'm not sure what his amateur record was. He's definitely much more of like a kick heavy, touch move kind of guy. That shit don't work in BKFC. So you can't kick it.
What kind of
punch?
So like, how would you describe his kickboxing skill? Like he's American kickboxing and then weird kicks.
Dude, like when he throws his when he's fighting, he looks like a cardio kickboxer. It's like punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, move, like that type of shit. Like
he's like the booty kickboxer, like a mirror. He likes to keep his feet free.
Yeah, and like
those booty kicks.
His shots really don't have anything behind them.
Oh, that sissy kickboxing?
No, he doesn't do the sissy kickboxing, but like, say pretty equivalent to a mirror kind of style kickboxing.
American kickboxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But without the booties.
Okay. Gotcha.
I always make fun of Amir because he gets pedicures, and he's a great guy, but he really takes care of his feet.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
We tease him about it every time, so can't not tease him about it. It's one of our running jokes. So, what else do you know about your guy besides he's a kickboxer? What do you know about his boxing?
His boxing, I mean, from the stuff I've seen on Facebook, I guess he's working with some decent bodies here and there, but then I also see him posting with, like, dudes, I got no effing clue who the hell they are, so I'm like, alright, looks like this dude's training with bums. I think I got better training partners than he does, I'm getting, like, the best work available. Getting a lot of work with this kid up in Niagara Falls. I talked about earlier, his name's Nick Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Got another guy up in the Falls I spar with twice a week, Mike Stevens. He was a national champion 152-pounder. So that's phenomenal work. My mitt work is done by Alex Castellano.
Can't get too much better than that.
No, not at all. Like, phenomenal. And then Sean Doyle's been coming in. Me and him, we do sparring and mitt work. And it's a phenomenal camp so far. I feel like I'm in the best shape I've ever been. Like, I'm 7 weeks out and I'm already in better shape than I was for my last fight. So
I gotta say, all those people you mentioned, Sean Doyle is very, very underrated. His technique is so over the top. He's so good.
his fight IQ is phenomenal.
Yeah. One of the most underrated fighters in Western New York, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everyone knows he's a badass, but like I still think he's underrated. Like he's definitely something very, very special.
You know what it is, dude? When you look at him, he looks like a nerd.
He's so unassuming. Like he's the type of dude that if you're gonna pick a fight with at the bar, that's the guy.
Yeah.
But he gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, he's little and he's like kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
But that tattoo makes him not nerdy. So if he's got his shirt off, you know.
Yeah, you know
it's
that
for
dude
real.
back.
Like if you saw him in regular clothes, you'd be like, all right.
Like some drunk
Take
asshole to
much
see
money.
him. I'm like, oh, you know I'm gonna fuck with him, and then they'll get fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. I like how you talk way till you say fucked up, and then you get into the mic real good.
Yeah, he's such a nice kid too.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't assume that this kid someone like really fuck you up in the ring or the cage.
Maybe. If you see a movie, you would think he's gonna fuck you up. But until then,
Yeah.
yeah. He works so hard too. Like I love that guy to death.
Oh, he's like a brother to me.
Is he over there now? I haven't seen him in the gym much. Is he training at Terry's a lot or?
So he comes in there just to help with me, but doesn't really work out there. I know he just moved, just bought a house. He's also working online. He doesn't really have too much time. I know he's doing some privates over at WNY, teaching like noon class, but his time right now is kind of slim.
Yeah, I was just wondering what's going on. Hopefully you see him fight again. It hasn't really been looking like he wants to fight anytime soon.
Oh no, he wants to fight. He's got some stuff today to
Yeah.
deal with right now, but he'll be fighting again.
Good. I can't wait to see him fight again.
Yeah,
His
also
last
by the end
fight
of the year.
was good, man. Like he really was upset about his performance, but honestly, watching the fight, I thought he won.
It was a good fight. I watched it back. I wasn't there, but I watched the video of it. That was a good ass fight.
Yeah, I was in the back, so I didn't see the fight. So sometimes, like when you're watching a video, you don't get quite the feel of whether there's a just decision or not. But I thought he won watching the video.
Was that on Rochester?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was it MMA or kickboxing?
MMA.
I didn't see.
He
That
fought
was a long card.
how's that kid's name? Kevin Hickson.
Yeah. It's a split too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It was rough. I thought Hickson was a great fighter too, but I thought.
Is he hometowns? Like the hometown
Nah,
guy?
not real. Kind of, maybe a little bit, but it wasn't a hometown decision. It was just a bad one.
Okay.
Yeah, some weird shit happens at those events. Like Kevin's last fight, I guess they both got disqualified. Both fighters got disqualified. The ref walked out. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on
That was some craziness. We're all in the crowd like, what happened? That was funny.
Well, so what was happening with that? They just like weren't paying it. They weren't listening to
They were
the
both
rules?
hitting after because it's K1, so you're not allowed to hit more than once in the clinch.
Yeah.
They're both not following the rules, and they're both keep hitting after the clinch, and the ref's telling them to break, so the ref DQ'd them both.
What the hell?
They got disqualified for being too rough in the kickboxing fight. That's kind of funny.
Is that the point though? Like you're supposed to be.
I think you're supposed to follow the rules. I think that's really the point. Like you can't go. If you'd be upset if you bare knuckle kickbox and kicks you in the face, that would be not following the rules. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the guy's like a pretty strict K1 judge too. Like you know how those guys are. Like when that's all you judge and then you don't do their style, like you're not used to fighting that. Like they kind of take that offensively.
Yeah.
It's like when you box and you hold and you keep hitting them, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hey man, do you like the K1 style fight rules?
I hate K1.
Oh, I love K1.
I think everything should be full tie. Clinches, elbows, knees.
I don't like the knees, man. I just want to punch people, man.
I want to fly knee people and spin back elbow and make people bleed really bad.
Yeah, fair. That does sound fun.
Yeah, that's way more fun. What are you texting her, Ray? Are you like sending DMs of like naked girls?
Yes, sir.
Every time, every podcast. It's either like tentacle porn or like he's texting girls. Really, he's like, I see what he's doing. He's like selling Bitcoin down there. Ray's really fucking rich.
You into that Bitcoin shit?
I don't know, there's just lots of money floating by. That's all I've seen is like money down there. I was like, ooh, cocaine deal? I'm sorry, Ray, it was just distracting me. Because I looked down and I see it on your phone. And he's doing it again.
No, just check it out.
Uh-huh.
All right, so
I threw Ray under the bus, you gotta change the topic. Charlie's gonna know how much money he really got.
no. I ain't listening to that. I ain't listening to that.
Every time I get Ray on a podcast, I get him in trouble.
No, not even like that. Not like that. I'll tell you after the podcast.
Alright. I won't turn the camera off, so he's right. Ray's wise to that, not to. I'm sorry, let's get
back into it.
What kind of preparation have you been doing for bare knuckle boxing, right?
So all my mitt work has been with MMA gloves, sometimes hitting the bare knuckle. Been doing some sparring lately with smaller gloves just to kind of get used to the whole bare knuckle aspect, smaller fist sizes, a lot more holes than opposed to just using boxing gloves. Doing like some knuckle conditioning, trying to make sure that the knuckles don't get cut open.
What are you doing for knuckle conditioning?
I'll take like sandpaper and I'll do push-ups like this. I don't know if the sandpaper actually does anything else, but I ran it online, so I'm like, fuck it, I guess I'll do it. It seems to be helping though. Like when I started throwing punches with the MMA gloves on against the bag, my knuckles would get all cut up. Now they seem a lot more conditioned. They're not getting as red. They're not getting as all marked up. And they're feeling a lot better.
So, you're using your bare knuckles, your bare hands, right?
Yeah.
You don't got the big boxing gloves.
No,
so blocking's gonna be a little different. So you gotta rely on more head movements.
Yeah. So working a lot of head movement, practicing when I'm using the MMA gloves, how I'm blocking the punches, rather than just like blocking it with here, because I can still hurt, I can miss or something. I want to block it with like my wrist bone here, so that's all going to be taped up, so that'll be sturdy, so that'll be fine. Or like if I am going to block it with the pounds, because I'm knocking it down, coming over the top or something.
We had a couple guys on, they all have different strategies for training for bare knuckle boxing.
You know what,
that's interesting.
That's part of what I love about this shit, is like, it's not like boxing or MMA where like there's already a system in place and this is how you do it. We're all trying to figure this out, so that's half the battle.
You should check out that podcast for all the fighters we have from bare knuckle.
Check out the Josh Burns ones. Josh Burns says he doesn't like to do anything. He likes to have regular gloves on when he's hitting, and then he'll just figure it out in the fight. And
then we had Angelo,
yeah.
Joey Angelo. He's a pretty good boxer.
So originally I thought I was just gonna like put on the boxing gloves for everything and then just kind of figure it out in there. And then once I was like, alright, maybe I should try this a couple times. And I realized like, oh shit, no, this is completely different. Like I need to get used to this. Yeah. I just do a lot of my boxing sparring though with the big gloves, and then like with Doyle or Reichert. Guys that, I've been friends with for years, I trust that, we can keep it light, and then we use the MMA gloves, because I don't want to risk getting cut or anything, and, that affecting the fight.
Yeah, we could, connect them with some of the fighters who fought there.
Yeah, for sure.
And how they prepare with the bare knuckle,
We'll send you Bobo, he can,
Bobo.
He can hook you up with this guy in England. That might actually help though, like I was like, so like England's where it all came from, so they have a lot of like secrets and techniques too.
That's why I heard it's just a lot more advanced overseas.
Josh,
a little bit hard.
Josh Burns fought in England too.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
Yep.
And then they like cut those fights up and made it look bad, remember? He had a whole big thing about that too.
Yeah. Yeah, because he left them, they back, yeah.
What happened with that?
So not bare knuckle boxing itself, like there's another bare knuckle league over there.
Yeah.
I actually don't like bare knuckle boxing because I don't like the rules set for it because it's a little bit different than theirs.
Yeah.
So overseas there's not like the dirty boxing or the clinch work or the headlocks?
I think it's the headlocks and the clinch work that they don't have over there. Because it's like they never adopted the Marcus of Queensberry's rules where they had the gloves on, so they've been fighting bare knuckle ever since like the 1800s. So like the sport's been evolved and gone through evolution from the 1800s, but they had no gloves on and stuff for that whole time.
I see, I love this, like the clinch work, the headlocks, the dirty boxing. It's just so much fun to me. Yeah. Maybe just because like it's new to me, but I love it. It's so much fun.
I like that as a mix of MMA and bare knuckle boxing and regular boxing itself, and that's why you have so much carryover for the MMA guys because like, I can clinch and I can punch. Like,
and a lot of we noticed like a lot of the boxers who did purely boxing don't like the clinch.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting to like really like it. It's so different. It's so cool. Like learn. I'm realizing that on some of my punches, like with the hook, you throw it like this in boxing, but in bare knuckle, you gotta twist it like this so that way the knuckles cut more. Mm-hmm. So like little differences like that, I'm finding so like amusing. I love it.
Amusing. Are you prepared to get cut up? Like you see those guys and they do pretty good.
Dude, I've had like 30 amateur fights. I've never been cut, so I'm actually kind of like looking forward to it. It's a little sadistic, but I love it. Like I'm looking forward to getting cut, knowing what it feels like. If this dude don't cut me, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I want to get cut.
Yeah, it's not that fun. I've been cut a bunch in fights. It sucks every time. It always drips into your eyes. It's hard to see.
I don't know,
it feels weird.
I've been doing this shit for too long. It's not gonna be some battle scars on me.
Yeah. With bare knuckle, you get hit in the chin. Be careful.
Oh
you
yeah.
You gotta be careful because you want to hit him right in the chin for put him to sleep.
Yeah. Definitely try not to get cut. Try and end the fight as quick as you can.
Right. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. That's what I'm going to try to say.
Yeah.
Try to end the fight quick. and a lot of times they end quick because it's bare knuckles. But yeah, try to end it quick.
How many rounds is your fight?
5 2-minute rounds.
5 2s?
Yeah.
Are all the fights 5 2s? Or
yeah,
is it
all the fights.
Some are 2?
Yeah.
It's all 2-minute rounds. They want 2 minutes. That way, it's a little bit faster paced, more action, rather than the 3s where you're like more pacing yourself.
I wasn't sure if it was like boxing where they have like how they have 4, like 6, 8, and 12. Like if because you're on an undercard, if it was less or more. Or...
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Even the championship fights, it's all 5 rounds.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazy that they don't make the undercards shorter.
And the undercards are on fights are posted on YouTube.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
They are. Yeah.
They post it on YouTube, or if you got the app.
Yeah, I thought they would just post them on the app. This kind of like they're giving away. They would put them on YouTube.
Yeah, because they got a lot of subscriptions in YouTube, so they put the undercards on there. But then of course the main event will be on the app.
So like the prelims, those will be live streamed on YouTube, and then like the main card will be on the pay-per-view. I'm not sure where my fight's gonna land. They probably don't know that yet. They'll figure all that shit out as it gets closer. But
all I know is I gotta talk to David Feldman.
Yeah, we definitely get our press passes. He promised us.
Yes, and we got it on the podcast. I forgot what episode it is, but we got.
It's probably the one with him.
No, but we did a few with him though.
It's probably the first one with him because he promised us.
No, it wasn't the second one. It was the one when we was talking about when he told us that it was going to be in New York State.
Oh, okay, that was the second one.
We had him 3 times. Oh yeah, this is the second one.
This is the second one for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna get press passes and come watch.
Be awesome.
Yeah. And what casino is it at?
Allegheny Casino.
Yeah, so it's not at the Niagara Falls Casino like I told like 10 people already. So it's definitely at the Allegheny Casino. I apologize for the confusion.
Hopefully in the future it's going to be Niagara Falls Casino.
Yeah.
It's about an hour away from Buffalo. It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
I fought there a bunch. The hotels is super nice.
Yeah.
The venue's pretty nice too.
Yeah, I like the place. I've been there for a few of the other fights.
The weigh-ins kind of suck though.
Why was wrong with the weigh-ins?
Because they always do the weigh-ins right outside of where the venue is. So it's like so small it's hard to find. Like people can't get in there. Like they didn't do a good job with the weigh-ins for King of the Cage. Hopefully they do better with bare knuckle.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because there's nothing else out there.
Do you know if it's going to be like, because you fought for the Senecas before, do you know if it's going to be like how you do like the early weigh-ins and then like the show weigh-ins where you're already like re-fed, rehydrated and shit?
That is all the way up to the promotion. They will have early weigh-ins for you though. Because they set what the time the weigh-ins are. The commission does.
Yeah.
So you'll have early weigh-ins. Whether they do a show weigh-in or not is up to the promotion.
Oh, we will have a show weigh-in. But
yeah.
we will also have what, early weigh-in too? That's how the Senecas do it?
Yeah, that's how the Senecas do it.
Alright,
So the commission determines the weigh-in time.
So what I see, Caveman, is the shows, the fights are usually on a Friday, so the weigh-ins will be like on Thursday.
Yeah, when I fought, they were always on Saturday, so the King of the Cage was Saturday night.
No, but I'm saying though, with most of the bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
This is not Saturday, because I remember a couple days ago I got a little disappointed and I realized I'm probably not going to be able to see Gaethje versus Chandler. That's the same night.
That sucks. Well, if you're early enough, you'll be able to see it still.
Yeah, hopefully.
We just stream it on our phone, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So you can definitely catch it. We watched a lot of fights like that over the years, right on the phones. Ray's watching porn again.
That Gaethje Chandler fight's gonna be a fucking war though. I can't wait for that.
That'd probably be quick, bro. I bet it's over in the first round.
So what you guys? Oh my God! hold on, one second.
What are you doing, Ray? Calling people in the middle of the podcast?
I'm calling people by accident. Oh, so what do you think about the Vitor Belfort and Amanda Holyfield fight?
Oh my God. I thought Evander looked terrible. I don't know. Did you see Evander hitting pads?
No, I didn't see that.
He looked awful hitting pads at open workouts. I knew for sure he was going to get crushed.
Yeah.
And then letting Vitor do TRT and then beat up an old guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I
and then Tito Ortiz.
Yeah,
and
Tito deserves to get knocked out.
You see how punches was, and slow it was? It was just like...
Dude, Tito was chinny when he fought MMA. I was going to box.
Yeah.
Dude, I was expecting Anderson to beat his ass like that, but like, I was expecting he was like toy with him, play with him, drag it out like he did against Cesar Chavez. Not first rounders, right away.
I want to see Anderson fight one of the Paul brothers. Like a real boxing match.
There was talks about him against Logan, but I guess Logan backed out of it.
I would too, because Anderson really box.
No,
It's not like the MMA guys are bringing there that are like wrestlers and...
With wrestling background.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was hoping that would happen. I don't like them Paul brothers.
Even though Woodley is a monster, he's still primarily a wrestler.
He's way too timid too. He just wasn't throwing during that fight.
Yeah, get the Paul brothers some natural strikers.
Diaz would be awesome. Because Diaz would talk some shit and sell a lot of pay-per-views. It'd be fun to watch the build-up.
I'd pay for that one.
Me too. I'd pay for Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz against either one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah, you gotta give it up to the Paul brothers, man. They smart as fuck.
Hell yeah, they make a lot of
They
money.
know how to you know fix their career fighting bums. Not
Yeah,
fighting bums, but fighting nobody who's not really a threat.
They'll announce who they're fighting without having me say it. Don't announce who they're fighting.
And then the Paul brothers, I give them credit too, because they do go to the gym and boxing gym and train hard.
No,
that's what I've been saying to people. Like, I respect it. Like, you can tell they're putting in the work. It's not like these other celebrities like Nate Robinson who walks in and looks like he's never thrown a punch in his life.
Yeah, they are putting in the work. So I give them credit for that, you know.
Like, I wouldn't say Jake's like anything phenomenal or anything, but I would say he looks like a little bit better than average dude has done it for about 3 years. Like, he looks like
that,
he's
but he
putting
had
in
a
the
lot of
work.
heart. Like, Woodley cracked him.
Yeah.
Like, that was bad. Like, when he was, like, hanging out the ropes and he just kept going, like, I don't know.
He's got something. Like,
It almost
he's
looked like it
got
could
a
have
ball
been
for
faked.
it.
I'm just saying, oh. Like, oh, I'm not allowed to beat you. But Woodley is pretty timid, so, I mean, that happens in his regular MMA fights, too.
Still, I guess it takes a lot of balls, though, you know, in your third fight, what was it, third or fourth fight, fighting, you know, a former UFC world champion. A lot of these pro boxers, you know, you look at their records, their first 10 fights against dudes, they're 0-5, 0-9, 1-13, shit like that.
And that's how boxing's built. And he's doing a great job because he's able to make so much money doing it, too, you know?
Right,
like, that's what it always comes down to, is making money.
Yeah.
Speaking of making money, are they having you like push tickets because you're a local guy? What's the deal with selling tickets? Do you got tickets to sell for everybody?
I believe everything will be online for all the ticket sales and everything. I was told that should be up by the end of this week. So hopefully, and as soon as that's published, you know, I'll send you guys a link. I'll be posting the link and try to push as many tickets as we can.
And then when you sell tickets, like you just sign up under your name so you get some credit for it?
That's what I'm assuming, yeah, because I do make a commission from the ticket sales, so...
Did you sign a contract yet? Do you know what it is?
Yeah, contract signed and everything.
I mean, like the commissions, is it in there?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to disclose that though.
Oh, can you tell me after?
Yeah.
Alright, because maybe I'll fight too. If your guy pulls out, I'll offer to fill in for him.
Oh, we'll get it then. We'll
go.
go.
Yeah. I'm not promising I won't kick you though.
Are you gonna wear your SpongeBob fighting shorts?
I'll fight in my SpongeBob fight shorts. I don't care. I guess SpongeBob fight shorts always makes fun of me. They're tie shorts.
Yeah.
That Nick's gave them to me.
You gotta borrow those shits, man.
Yeah. He did give them to me.
Oh.
He's like, I can't wear these stupid things. But so I wear them.
They were like, hey, I wear them. if it's stupid, I wear them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People underestimate the SpongeBob. It's great for kids class, honestly. Do you have any sponsors?
Not at the moment, so any businesses looking to get on this card and, you know, get some advertising, feel free to get at me.
Mm-hmm. Get on his ass.
Now I'm gonna start looking for sponsors probably next week or so. Definitely once I can announce the opponent, then I'll be really pushing to get sponsors.
Can you like get the fake tattoo on your back for a sponsor?
I ain't going through all that shit.
I was gonna say maybe Caveman's Corner sponsor you get a tattoo on your back.
Hey, Caveman.
Alright, I'll look into it.
Alright.
Hey, Caveman, I'm thinking when we do another podcast, we should get I guess some more fighters who will be fighting that card.
Mm-hmm.
And then
have them talk shit to each other like we did Saul and his guy?
No.
Get my guy on here, man. We will talk.
We get a couple guys, other guys, we get him back. And then, and get David Feldman on
Uh-huh.
and have like a big bare knuckle
Round
fighting.
table?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
My guy loves to talk shit, so get him on. We'll go back and forth talking shit.
We should definitely do that. That was really fun we did with Saul, except we couldn't get Saul to shut up. So the other guy.
Oh, the other guy didn't want. Yeah, the other guy. I mentioned the other guy. He ignored me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fuck you! I ain't coming on your podcast."
No, the one that we actually had when Saul had the other guy on, he kept telling me like the guy was the mountain biker, that like the model guy.
Oh
remember?
Yeah, that was fun.
And then Saul kept telling him shit, and then the guy would just be quiet, like. It was like the worst. It ended up being kind of not a great podcast. It's just like an outlet for Saul the other guy.
I like it when the opponent comes and we talk.
Remember when you did that to the guy that was living with Crazy Horse, Charles Bennett? I forgot the guy's name.
Oh yeah, we did that with Crazy Horse.
Yeah, and then you set that guy up, that poor guy. Crazy Horse probably banging his wife and stuff. Made him come on a podcast with him.
Oh yeah, he was pissed off.
He was really mad. He's really mad at you, Ray. So look out for Ray when he's setting you up. When he sets you up for the opponent, he's gonna have some shit to say about you.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be like, hey, you find this guy, you find this guy. Go ahead, talk to each other.
Sounds like a fun time, man. Like let's do it.
Yeah, podcasts are great. Like,
Do you got him on Facebook? That guy.
I'm not friends with him. He defriended me once when he was fighting one of our guys. And I haven't friended him since. And it was a guy I don't really like because I can't say who it was right now. But it's someone I tried to get a fight with myself.
So, give me his name. I look him up and I try to set it up.
All right.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Wait, no.
The guy who played.
Caveman, he's not stupid.
He does get hit in the head a lot trying to trick him. So what do you do for recovery?
I have like a personal sauna at my apartment, so that helps greatly. Ice baths. I get a massage about every other week.
Man, you're living a life.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. How do you afford all that stuff?
I make decent money when I'm working at.
Man, where are you working at?
Terry's Boxing Club.
Man, I didn't even get a raise.
Are they looking for jiu-jitsu?
Maybe one day.
There are 2 local black belts that live like 6 streets away from Terry's both.
Yeah,
Schultz lives right down the road from me.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah, me and Schultz.
I gotta come through sometime, man. You can get some sparring in.
Uh-huh. Mike Schultz, he's inviting us out to go box it up. Schultz likes to knock people out.
We should get him on the bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
I can't do that.
We put him against.
I like Ashley a lot. I don't want to see Mike.
No, let's get him against Gerhardt.
Oh, him and Gerhardt would be great there now.
we got to talk to David Feldman.
Can you say what weight you're fighting?
Yeah, I'm fighting at 160. I'm actually moving up a bit in weight for this one.
Sounds like you ate a lot of donuts.
I didn't want to move up in weight. I wanted to fight like 35 or 45. This dude, he's a 55er, but I like to fight, so I was like, I want to fight this dude. And then he wanted 65. I was like, that's too big for me. Let's see if we can do 160 catch weight, and he agreed to it.
That's cool.
So,
is there? Do you get a percentage of his purse if he doesn't make weight?
Yeah. There's something in the contract. I know for a fact that he gets fined. I can't remember if I would make any money off of it or not, though.
Man, you gotta read your contract better, bro. You need a lawyer or a manager? Like, I can hook you up.
I read it. I just don't remember all the shit off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm. You need Don Lilly. Don Lilly was a great manager. Unfortunately, he can't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, works for the commission. But he was the best manager I ever had. He was so good.
Yeah, he was the best.
Do you have a manager?
I do not at the moment, actually.
You should definitely get a manager.
Yeah, I need to get one.
You'll be fighting, like, these guys in, like, real promotions. You really need a manager to kick you up some more money.
Oh, for sure.
Can you talk about what you're making for bare knuckle? Or?
I'm not allowed to, no.
Oh, man. Is it better than you made boxing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll put it this way. It was more than I expected.
Right. Listening to David Feldman talk and all the fighters, they've seemed like they've all felt like they've been pretty well rewarded for fighting.
And, they also got this program, dude, where, like, they find you sponsors as well. Like, you can go find your own, but they also find you your sponsors for you. Mm-hmm. And, you get a cut of everything, so that's, like, pretty sweet. I haven't heard anything back on that yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
How does that work? Do they take a cut of your sponsorship then?
Yeah. I mean, sponsors that you get on your own, obviously, that's all you. But they'll also, they work with a company that finds sponsors and, say, like, typically you make 15% or something from sales. they'll make 7%, you get 7.5% or something like that.
So is there sponsors you can't have because they're competitors with people that BKFC works with?
Not that I'm aware of.
So there's no list of people you can't have for sponsor? You know,
not that I'm aware of.
Like, so if maybe say, I don't know if this is true or not, but like Budweiser sponsors and you couldn't get Coors Light or something, you know?
I wasn't told anything about that shit.
Yeah, that's always something to know too.
Yeah.
Where to really start reaching out to people, because there's a lot of big local places around here, so you can definitely get some decent sponsors.
And there'd be a good opportunity for them because this is this promotion's up and coming, and you know, it's a big name.
Yeah, there's millions of hits on their fight, so,
yeah,
I mean,
so
you're talking about a huge opportunity again from a couple million people advertising.
Joey Beltran's fighting in the main event. They announced that a couple of days ago. It's a big event. New York debut, first one in New York State, and since like probably 140 years since there's been a legal bare knuckle event in New York.
I can't believe it's coming here too.
It's nuts. I'm so excited.
Are you worried about it ever getting shut down because of COVID?
No.
Thank God. How did COVID affect you training wise?
Not really anything, to be honest with you. Like, you know, gyms, they were open and closed. When they were closed, I was still working out on my own, going running, meeting up with friends to do mitt work. Mm-hmm. Then when they were open, I was in the gym doing my thing. I'm preparing for a fight. That's the only time when COVID ever like really affected. Like, I still got all my work in, but it was also gave me like an excuse to really buckle down. Like, I'm not going out and hanging out with friends, doing any unnecessary shit because I didn't want to catch it and that pull me from the fight.
Right.
You know, if I end up catching COVID because I was sparring with somebody who had COVID, then it is what it is. You know, I wasn't gonna sacrifice my preparation. Well, I wasn't gonna do extra shit and risk catching it.
I remember how scared it was. Felton got that Bellator fight, and we went to corner him, and like we had to like even be careful who we worked out with on our own. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a commitment to work with Felton that like couldn't really train on your own because you have to make sure you don't get COVID for Felton, because if you do, then he's out, and that's like the opportunity of a lifetime. So I realize how tough it is to train sometimes during COVID.
Hey, Caveman, I forgot to mention this, for that fight, it's going to be a heavyweight championship fight.
Which fight? The Beltran fight?
Yeah,
Beltran and Arnold Adams.
I don't even know where Arnold Adams is. I'm not very good.
I was supposed to get him on a podcast before. He's a good fighter, heavyweight guy.
Yeah. Is that the guy that stiffed us?
No.
Or is that the guy that we stiffed? Or is that neither?
Not neither.
Okay. Yeah. We stiffed somebody once. I forgot who it was already.
I know who it is, but it has nothing to do with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then the last podcast with bare knuckle boxing, I was sleeping when Ray came through the door. That was terrible. That was for Bobo. He's not as cool as Derrick Greene. I was waiting for Derrick Greene.
Yeah. And I hope we got a few other local guys fighting on it too. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to really talk about that.
Oh, wait. I know the one guy, the local guy, remember? Who went he went to the training. What's his name?
Talking about Jack Grady?
Nah, what's his name? Enoch?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Enoch, yeah.
He tried to...
I don't think he's fighting on this card, though. He got knocked the fuck out in his last fight.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. But remember, he was always wanted to be in that bare knuckle fight. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Yeah, what's he got going on now? He's got some gym or something. I see his Enoch's Fighting Faith or some shit.
Yeah. And then he got beef with Joe Taylor.
Oh, that shit was crazy.
Well, I
saw he stole one of Joe's fighters. I was checking out Enoch's page, and he was like, fuck, what's the dude's name? He was posting that one of his guys was fighting, and I was like, shit, that's the dude I used to spar with up at Joe Taylor's. He fucking poached him.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fight, Joe Taylor and Enoch.
Yeah. Oh, not really, but yeah.
Joe Taylor would kill him.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, Joe is a savage. Did you see his last fight?
Yeah, dude.
At Ground Force?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Were you there?
Yeah, I was actually...
How didn't you come talk to me, you fuck?
I didn't stick around for too long. The gym that I coached at, that was our first event.
Oh yeah, that was the best fight of the night.
That was a fucking war.
Dude, I meant to tell you about that. That girl is phenomenal. How old is she?
She was 16 at that fight. She fought an adult that was about like 20 pounds heavier than her. And I almost ended up pulling her from that fight because about 3 weeks out, she threw a kick that hit my elbow, had a horrible bone bruise down by her ankle, went to immediate care, couldn't walk for like 3 days. I had to take a whole week off of training for it. Still really couldn't throw too many kicks with that leg, and I was gonna pull it, but she was like pretty upset over it. I'm like, fuck it, let's just fight, see what happens. Fuck
See,
it.
that was the best fight of the night. What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Gabby Fanti.
Gabby Fanti. That fight.
She's an animal. Like, no joke, when she punches me, she literally hits me harder than some of the girl men I fought.
That fight, I think it's still online for Ground Force Fights. If you can check that one out, that fight is phenomenal. Second fight of the night or first fight?
First fight. No, there was a grappling match before.
Yeah, that was because, whatever. It wasn't Craig, it was,
I think it was Craig.
Was it Craig Young? There was a grappling match, but it was the first fight of the night. It was the best fight of the night, and it's really set the tone for the night that none of the other fights kept up with it.
I was heard a bunch of people they watched this boring ass grappling match, and then two.
Craig Young, it was not a boring ass grappling match, by the way.
And then
I disagree with what they're saying. I thought it was very exciting.
The casuals said it was a boring ass match. I didn't personally see it.
Craig Young, he wants to fight.
Spoken like a true stand-up.
And then people rolling their eyes oh, now we got a couple of girls fighting, and then they got a standing ovation. There's an all-out war.
It was a great fight.
Yeah.
It was the best fight of the night for sure, and I couldn't believe that girl was 16. You could tell when she took off her headgear though.
Yeah, no,
she's very young.
She's young. She's a savage though. She'll be very good.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see her fight again. When is she fighting again?
Right now she's in her volleyball season, senior year. So I wasn't gonna fucking.
She plays volleyball?
Yeah, and then so she's working on that. She's still in the gym. I'm just not gonna get her a fight during when she's also focusing on another sport. So hopefully December, January, get her back in there, get her another fight.
To see. Let me know for sure.
I think Rich is planning on doing one in December or Casher Cone, so we'll get her on one.
I'm commentating one in December. I'll talk lots of good shit about her.
So it definitely is happening in December.
I'm not sure if I can say that or not.
Well,
but yes.
if a show is happening in December, she'll be on it.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a better broadcast of that one too. So it's gonna be good.
Still, man, I was kind of jealous. Her first fight in that big ass event, dude. My first fight was in the attic of a church. I'm like, shit. You gotta work your way up to this shit. This is bullshit.
My first fight was at Memorial Auditorium, so it's crazy. In front of 10,000 people.
Really?
How about the
1995. What's that?
How about the skating rink?
I never fought in a skating rink. I didn't ever fight there. I did fight in a bar once.
Oh wow.
That was a pretty shitty kickboxing fight. Yeah. I fought in a lot of crazy spots, but my first fight was at the Odd, dude. It was the best.
What promotion was that, or how was it working back in that day?
Back in the day, there was really only UFC and then other people. This guy just put a tough man on, and they had MMA there too. So I got an MMA fight on that card, and it was just at Memorial Auditorium, dude.
No weight division.
No weight, no weigh-ins, no blood work, no nothing.
No sanctioning, right?
No, you just show up and fight, yeah.
No rules.
No rules, yeah.
Just don't poke the eyes.
Well, we made the rules in the back, so me and the guy had to sit down and come up with the rules, but the referee didn't know the rules, so there was not really any rules. It was just a gentleman's agreement, kind of.
So, was there MMA gyms back then, or?
There was no gyms back then.
How were you preparing for this shit, or just kind of showed up?
I was wrestling in college at the time, so that was my training. I had college wrestling. Came out in a wrestling stance, and I shot a takedown, and got my nose broke right off the bat, but I got him right on the floor, so it worked out pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah, I was a karate guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's bigger, but I beat him up once I got him on the ground. There's no problem. Little broken
you guys
nose.
video of your old fights, Caveman?
There's some VHS stuff, but I have to find it.
Oh,
I don't have anything on digital.
Gotcha. I would love to see some of that.
We gotta find a way to get that shit online, dude.
I could just put it on my TV and then record it off my TV, but it's very grainy.
But you could take it to certain places where the VHS.
Don't they do DVD too?
They convert it.
Now they don't really do VHS anymore.
Yeah, they converted the VHS to DVD.
I got all my old wrestling matches too from when I was a little kid, the 80s.
Should do that.
Yeah.
I'm old, bro.
That shit.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
So what year were you born in?
95.
Oh my goodness. I had my first fight the year you were born.
That's insane.
Yeah.
We some old guys.
I know. I can't believe I'm fighting as long as you've been alive. That's crazy.
Wild, dude.
I know. It was great because there's no rules or weight classes then. It was way
Yeah.
better. You get headbutt. I got stopped by headbutts before.
What the hell?
Yeah.
A big guy saw that.
Yeah, like there was a big wrestler guy took me down, I had him double overhooks and just headbutt the shit out of me until I went to sleep. That was pretty cool.
Damn.
Damn, I wish I was around back then. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely different. There's none of these fancy commissions. You didn't argue about who fight, you just showed up and fought. It's pretty sweet.
I did some street boxing before.
I used to have fights in my backyard for money.
Like, I went to like this underground place and we had boxing gloves on and
Yeah.
we boxed in the streets and these drug dealers was putting money on the line.
Do you ever do
I'm
anything
not the
I mean, just like, with the kids in my neighborhood and kids with school, but like, not for like any organized shit. It would just be like, me and someone else. Like, yeah, we're gonna box after school and we'd show up and just, some of my kids would show up and we'd do it.
We have so I got one guy to be a referee, and then we had a money holder, and then we had all these dudes, and we talk shit to each other, and then we fight. We both put up the money and give it to the guy that's holding the money, and then we fight, and the winner gets all the money. We should do that in my backyard. Ray was too busy selling drugs. That's how he made money. He wasn't fighting in backyards for money.
So I wish that, like, when I was a kid, other people were into doing that shit. Nobody else wanted to.
I remember when I first started USC, I wanted to do martial arts. I did the wrong one though. I did Taekwondo. I did some boxing and Taekwondo.
That's what happened to it. It was like 1994 when UFC came out, so I was a junior high school. So that's when all that stuff started happening. We just put fights on in my backyard. Because my mom worked, so she wasn't home, so we could do it. I never really got in trouble, until probably now when the IRS comes to get that money. It won't even be the police, it'll be the IRS.
So I remember one time my brother did it and he got a real bad blood blister on his face and we're just like freaking out, like how the hell are we gonna lie to mom and dad about what happened?
Yeah.
I think we say he got shot by an airsoft gun or some shit.
That's terrible. I don't know, we never had to make up any stories because I never got like super fucked up.
Yeah, I never.
I got in fights in school all the time anyway, so it wouldn't matter. I got in a fight at school. I was not the best kid.
Oh, honey, you got a black guy. You fought again in school.
Yeah. My girlfriend beat me up again. Those were the days, man. It was different.
So I miss being a kid and not having to worry about shit.
I didn't like being a kid. I'm very happy being an adult where I can do whatever I want, kind of. Except now I'm married, so not really like I can do whatever I want, but I do my best.
I miss being a kid and being able to do illegal shit and not worry about consequences. Now I'm an adult, I gotta do the right shit.
You just gotta make enough money to get a good lawyer like Conor McGregor, that's all.
Nowadays you go to jail for stuff. It's like, damn.
Not so much anymore, and I get out for pretty much everything.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
So what else you got going on, man?
I'm working, doing this shit at the gym, training for this fight.
How's the love life going?
So, nah, we don't want to talk about that right now.
We don't want to talk about the
I
grinder
don't want to talk
profile?
about that right now.
I told him I was going to make fun of her for being gay once. I just wanted to make sure it was okay, so.
I ain't gay.
Do you know Ali? You know
Yeah,
Ali, right?
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So we have this whole grinder thing going on, so if he watches it, he'll laugh at that spot. But he's probably the only one. Because I kept teasing him about being on Grindr all the time, and then he was teasing Superfly, and that was like...
What the hell is Grindr?
Grindr's what gay people go on. It's like the gay Tinder.
Oh.
We can't pretend like you don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's what he's doing on his phone this whole time.
He's spending money. He's like a big pimp. He's like going over his boyfriend's house for 13
Oh,
grand.
hell no.
Oh, we had this guy on the podcast once, and he talked about shoving hookers in his trunk. That was the best.
Mark Hall.
Yeah. And then, like, right before that, he was really talking about how religious he was. And I was like, you know when the hookers got in your case and duct tape them and throw them in the trunk? I would have like, oh, no.
And then, like, after the podcast, he sending me messages. Oh, you don't think, can you delete some of that stuff I said? I was just, I was like, Caveman is not going to delete that stuff.
Yeah, so we always just throw like crazy stuff at you, and hopefully you say something crazy that we can use forever against you.
Sounds good.
Yeah. One time we had Mark Coleman on though, and he was so drunk. He said so much bad stuff, and
Yeah.
I never posted that.
And you know what though? Mark Coleman's doing pretty good with that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, he's been sober for like a long time.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Now we should release it so it goes back to drinking. So terrible. Alright, so you're fighting what date?
On November 6th at the Seneca Allegheny Casino.
We can't announce the opponent. He needs sponsors, so please give him some sponsors so he doesn't have to use bare knuckle boxing sponsors so he can get all of it. So help him out.
Like
Be
you
good,
said,
give you guys a good deal, and it'll be good. You know,
yeah,
it'll be
this is a big promotion again.
Yeah.
It's a big promotion, and it's gonna be in Western New York, and a lot of people gonna see the advertisement. So
and they say this is the fastest growing combat sport in the world, so get on board early.
yeah,
For sure.
It'll be sweet.
I'm so glad Ray got us on the bandwagon right off the bat.
before the first show.
Before the first show, you're like, I got this guy, man, let's have him on. I'm like, bare knuckle boxing, bro. I don't know if this is even going to be legal. And he got it through, and it's been amazing. I can't believe we know someone from the area that's actually fighting in it.
Well, I'm excited for
It's
it.
going to be pretty cool.
I was wondering too when they was coming to New York. Remember they was supposed to come that one time, but
Yeah,
then
COVID
hit.
shut down, dude.
Yeah, so I heard some rumors that they were gonna do it last July,
Mm-hmm.
but then the whole COVID thing happened, and then now it's happening.
Yeah, hopefully we won't get shut back down, dude. I'm getting real nervous.
Hey, Caveman, did you help with that with the commission? Remember they want to help?
I did not because he never messaged me. David Feldman?
Yeah.
I talked to Kim.
Did you talk to the commission?
Yeah, I talked to him as Kim, but he never messaged me back. I sent him the stuff for her too.
Oh, okay.
But then COVID happened. Remember? So
Yeah.
then we didn't talk about it forever, and then we were told we shut down. We didn't do the podcast forever because we were scared to come by my COVID ass. Because I got COVID real early, so Ray was scared of me for a long time.
I got it back in like January. It actually messed me up pretty bad actually. It was not fun.
How long were we down for?
So during that quarantine period, I only really felt sick for a couple of days. Just felt like a really bad hangover. It was like going back to everyday life once I realized like, oh shit, this really did mess me up.
Were you tired all the time?
Dude, like I couldn't breathe. Like just being locked in my house doing nothing, I didn't realize it, and then going like back out to work at that point in time. I was an exterminator, so I'm outside and it's like middle of winter trying to work out. Dude, I just couldn't breathe. My heart rate was spiking and dropping and spiking and dropping. I've been in an emergency room like 3 different times because of it. It was horrible.
I got it right when Western New York MMA shut down, so it was like fortunate that I didn't bring it to Western New York MMA. But I had to work because my work didn't care. They're like, if you don't come in, we're gonna fire you. So like I had to work when I had COVID, so I had to go in, and I was quarantined here, so I had to like go up the back stairs of my house, and it was shitty. But I was exhausted. Like I felt like I was gonna like just pass out at work for about 3 days, and I felt great after that. Like so, I had 3 rough days, and then that was it.
Dude, the one day I was just at work, just feeling like dead tired. And I'm like, shit, I need a nap when I get home. That don't happen, man. I don't take naps.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I get a text that I was in contact with somebody. I'm like, oh fuck, that makes sense. So when I got a test after work, and it's like, yeah, positive.
Yeah, I would go home. I work all day, I feel alright, and I get home, but I'd be like asleep listening to Trump talk about COVID.
It's pretty sweet though, man. I got to get paid to sit at home for 10 days, play
Yeah.
video games the whole time.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
Ray had a great job. Ray got paid to stay home for a while.
I got paid. I work 2 days a week for 3 hours. Got paid 40 hours a week.
Yeah, so you got paid to stay home.
You motherfucker.
No,
I worked the whole shutdown
me
shit.
too. It sucks. It's stupid.
I was jealous of all those dudes on unemployment.
Oh yeah, they're getting more. They're getting paid more than the workers.
Yeah, that's not funny.
Dude, it sucked. I was like, shit, these people are getting paid the same as I am just to sit at home and do nothing.
Yeah, and then like you got the restaurants like hiring.
Yeah. Shut up.
So now with OnlyFans shutting down, we got a bunch of servers back. Bartenders will be back.
OnlyFans is not shutting down. That's crazy talk. All they're doing is they're gonna stop prostitution on there, and
That's OnlyFans though. That's naked girls is the only reason people use
they can
OnlyFans.
still have consensual sex. They're just not allowed to show rape stuff, and they're not allowed to advertise call this number for sex. That's the only thing they're
Really?
eliminating. Yes, that's all they're eliminating from it. So you can't have like rape scenes anymore in there.
What I heard was it was like.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, but that's not what the bylaws are really saying.
Okay.
So like that's some bullshit.
Oh shit! So we're just gonna have a labor shortage. Not gonna be any waitresses.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any more waitresses coming around.
God damn it.
Yeah. Government was messing everything up.
I know. But they just have to do it to be compliant with some laws and stuff. But they're still gonna be OnlyFans.
God damn.
I'm right on top of that. Not that I watch OnlyFans.
I don't know nothing about
Ray's popping up right now. OnlyFans. Three highlights.
It's like, I gotta look into this shit.
All right, man. Got anything else to say before we get out of here?
I think that's about it. You guys got any questions about the fight? What to expect or anything?
Do you need an extra like ice bucket guy?
Ah, shit, yeah.
I would love to be there in your corner and throw ice on you or something. Talk some shit.
Dude, I can't wait for this shit, dude. I'll be pointing at him, talking shit the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll beat his ass.
We'll definitely have you back on. Maybe we can have you both on.
I want to do
it.
I want to do that. Just give me his name. I'll look him up and I get.
All right, we'll do
Got
it right after we get off of here, because we don't have any oopses like we normally do. We got to make sure both cameras are off before I tell Ray.
Yeah.
I catch Ray all the time with these.
Nah, man, I'm smart.
Are you excited, man?
Dude, I'm fucking stoked, man. Like I'm excited and scared at the same time. It was like a good scare where like it pushed me to get my ass out of bed and go run and do extra push-ups, extra sit-ups, extra rounds on the bag. Like, bring on the best, man. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah, you're like the fourth guy that's been in a big show from it. Well, maybe like sixth, but like fourth from our gym.
Yeah.
We got Billy Q, Rashad, and then from like our area we got TJ. He fought in Bellator. TJ Sumler. We have Pat Mix, who's obviously a huge star in Bellator, and we have.
Dude, he's fighting the day before I am, so
Yeah.
you know we're gonna go weigh in, go back to the hotel room, watch Pat whoop ass.
And then we had Superfly. He fought in Bellator too. You know, so.
Solomon's got that contender series fight.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then after that, he'll be in UFC, and then we'll be talking about how Solomon's in UFC.
And then I can't wait for him to be in the main card at Bare Knuckle fighting.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna
Dude,
be
it's
cool.
gonna be fun.
You're gonna be like, we know somebody. We know that guy.
I'm still not sure where I'm gonna be on the card. Like it might be main, might be prelims. I have no idea. I've seen debuters on the main card before, so like I'm assuming I'll be on the prelims, but I won't be shocked either if they put me on the main card if I sell enough tickets.
Maybe we could. I'm telling you, we gotta get David Feldman back on.
Yeah.
Maybe we could talk to him.
Uh-huh. If we get the press pass, we'll talk him up. Man.
Yeah, get my ass on
He's
that.
on the main card.
Yeah, get me on that main card, man.
Yeah, let's definitely do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try and get Feldman for next week. When? I'm sorry, what was it? October? November 6th.
Let's get him.
Yeah.
Next, I'll text him. Matter of fact, tonight I'll text him.
All right, yeah. All right, we're going to try and get you up on the main card.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
And if not, we'll talk some shit about you. That Derrick Greene guy sucks. Put him away on the very first card. Just give us press passes.
Dude, I actually like fighting later on the card. Everyone like, you know, I say I want to fight early because, you know, just get it done and over, but fuck that shit. I want to fight late.
I remember for my first fight, I fought like the second fight.
Yeah.
Got it over it, and then I was just walking around talking to fans and shit.
I don't like fighting early because I never feel like I'm warmed up enough.
Dude, I like when the locker room starts to like clear out. There's not as many people back there. You got a lot more space.
I remember for the second fight I had, I was like, it was just me and Pat left, and it was just me and him in the locker room warming up, and then I fought. Yeah, it is different. It is like a different.
I was a main event. It was like the most boring fight of all time. Like I was just sitting there waiting for hours. Like I hated it.
That does suck though when the event's just like fucking dragging
Yeah.
on and on.
I just want to fight, dude. Like I'm so amped up by fight time. I don't care where I fight. I just want to fight. I waste a lot of energy warming up.
Yeah, it's something I've had to control over the years.
It kind of sucked too for my second fight because I was one of the last former mix, but like everybody else was watching the fight. I ain't had nobody holding pads.
Yeah, dude, like, that's another thing too. It sucks.
Well, that'll be nice, you know. I'll be the only one on the card that like, you know, was in my entourage, so it's not like, you know.
So I'll be sneaking out watching the fights, bro.
No.
Especially if you got like people from the same gym fighting.
Yeah.
Everybody watching the fight
Yeah.
in the back.
That's how it was at KOTC every time, because like it's a whole card of us.
Dude, I would hate that. You know, the whole everyone that's supposed to be warming you up just watching the fights.
Yeah, I'm like in the back. I'm like, what the hell?
That's because you got bad cornerman. You should have had me.
Well, you was in the corner, man. You was what was your?
I was probably commentating.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, I was making money.
Yeah, you was interviewing people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it? Did we do LCTV for that one too?
No. They didn't do that to TV for that.
The Riverworks.
The first Riverworks, we didn't do it for the first one.
Really?
We didn't do the TV.
Oh man, they had so much money in the locker room after the fight. They had all the money that they collected. There was so much money in there. I wish I had a gun. I would have shot all the holes, took all the money. There's so much money in there.
Remember the first Riverworks?
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
That was nice though, man.
Nice. There's a lot of money.
Dude, I love fighting at Riverworks. Just I have a problem that we're gonna be fighting.
Keith France is putting on
I
fights.
heard.
K4.
That's when in January, right?
Yes.
I'll probably get Gabby on that one too.
Yes.
Talk to Keith about that, getting her somebody.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
K4, I thought it was a drug.
Yeah.
But
We're gonna have Keith on to talk about it, but he's not announcing the exact date. I don't think yet.
Okay.
But when he's ready to announce the date, we'll have him on the podcast.
Okay.
And we'll finally get Keith on the podcast too.
No, we had him on before. We had him on.
We had him on with Khrushchev. We never had just him on.
Okay.
We never had him here either.
Okay.
So we'll do a good one with Keith. We had him on for like 15 minutes talking about the seminar he's trying to sell, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember we were talking about leg kicks or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got a fight coming up too on that KOTC.
Yeah, title fight.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Uh-huh. It's good news.
It's
You
gonna
know
be-
anything about the dude he's fighting?
I can't say it.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be Keith's corner, so we already have a game plan in place, so
Good.
can't talk about that.
Gotcha.
That one I know I can't talk about because he's my friend.
Gotcha.
Derrick Greene, I'll throw under the bus. Ray, I'll throw under the bus too.
Yeah.
Watching his tentacle porn. Alright, man, thank you very much for coming. We're over an hour already. I'm probably not going to edit too much out except for when he said that guy's name. He didn't really say his name. I'm just kidding, David.
No, thank you guys for having me, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, we appreciate you. And we'll have you on again to talk some shit with that guy.
Yeah, definitely want to do that.
There and I'll
That's
talk
a good
shit to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love. Oh, I love shit like that.
Yeah, and we'll send him this podcast.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. See how much shit Dave talked about. Yeah, or Dave. How much shit Derek talked about. I got Derek and David confused twice now. I apologize, Dave.
And let's try to get David filming on.
Yes, we'll try and get him on next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
And then hopefully, next 2 weeks or so, we can talk about my opponent. And get him
Yeah,
on
and
here,
next
too.
time we have
Because we definitely,
both.
when we get David filming on, we'll be like, hey, David filming, we got a guy who's, a guy that's fighting in the car.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we can't hear anything you're saying right now.
Hey, it's a secret.
Alright, man, with that, we're out. Ray sucks at the mic, I'm sorry. So, look, that's your lines right there, Ray. See that little nothingness? That's you every time you talk. You talk away from the mic. See how big the rest of our lines are?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Now you're talking into the mic.
No, look how small it is.
Yeah. I'll talk. Like we're just talking. Gotta say something. No.
Hey.
Say something.
Hey. Look at it.
Alright, we're out of here.
Alright, yeah.
Catch you later. Caveman's Corner, we out!
Peace.
Ray sucks.
No, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no worries.
Now, before though, when we get David filming on,
Uh-huh.
we talk to him on it.
Yeah, for sure. We're trying to get pumped up. Alright, we're gonna turn cameras off so we
Yeah.
can say that guy's name.